What does a personal encounter with Christ look like in the middle of a pandemic? Good morning. My name is Father Frank Buckley. Delighted to be your host for our morning meditation group, Flourishing During Times of Uncertainty. This is a three-part program. Again, this morning we will begin with a little inspiration from Pope Francis talking about a personal encounter with Christ. The second part is the heart of the program, our morning contemplative practice, where we turn the gaze inwards, giving the first 20 minutes of the day to God. And then the last part of the program is our Jesuit Examine, where we just look over the last 24 hours and notice where God has shown up in our everyday, ordinary, humdrum lives. So let's begin. Pope Francis calls this a joy ever new, a joy which is shared. And he says, I invite all Christians everywhere at this moment to a renewed personal encounter with Christ, or at least an openness to letting him encounter them. I ask all of you to do this unfailingly each day. No one should think that this invitation is not meant for him or her, since no one is excluded from the joy brought by the Lord. The Lord does not disappoint. Let me read that one more time. The Lord does not disappoint those who take this risk. Whenever we take a step towards Jesus, we come to realize he is already there, waiting for us with open arms. Now is the time to say to Jesus, Lord, I have let myself be deceived in 1,000 different ways. I have shunned your love. And yet, here I am once more to renew my covenant with you. I need you. Save me once again, Lord. Take me once more into your loving, redeeming embrace. How good it feels to come back to him whenever we are lost. Let me say this once more. God never tires of forgiving us. We are the ones who tire of seeking his mercy. Christ, who told us to forgive one another 70 times 7, has given us this example. He has forgiven us 70 times 7. He has forgiven us 70 times 7. Time and time again, he bears us on his shoulders. No one can strip us of the dignity bestowed upon us by this boundless, unfailing love. With a tenderness which never disappoints, but is always capable of restoring our joy, he makes it possible for us to lift up our heads and to start anew. Let us not flee from the resurrection of Jesus. Let us never give up, come what will. May nothing inspire more than his life, which impels us onwards. Thank you, Pope Francis. We all need to be impelled onwards a little bit during this pandemic. And I love how Francis will again and again return to this theme of joy, of this Jesus, who never tires of forgiving us. The heart of Ignatian spirituality. We cannot save ourselves. We need a Savior. So we come together as a community, contemplatives in action, in a very Ignatian way of placing the accent on contemplation. So I invite you to get comfortable. Take off your shoes, plant your feet on the beautiful green earth, and I will lower the lights and we'll get started. And you've probably figured out by 8 months into the pandemic that I never get tired of saying one of the ways we flourish is to unplug. So unplug from all technology. I've got our timer set for 20 minutes. We'll ring the bell to get started, engage our sacred word 4 or 5 times, listen to the traffic, notice the sensations in the body, take the attention to the breath, and enjoy the miracle of contemplation. Let's begin. Listen, listen, the sound of this beautiful bell returns us to our true home. To get grounded, we'll begin with a little diaphragmatic breathing. Big word for a simple practice of breathing deeply as possible into the lower belly 3 times. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Together as a community, inhale, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Last time, best effort. Inhale and exhale. Continue to breathe on your own. The body keeps the score. Take the attention to the body. We start with the feet. Feel the feet pressed onto the green earth, our mother, and just notice how solid she feels. Moving up the body, we arrive at the chair or the cushion, providing support. And we all need a little support in our lives. Let's reflect on where we felt supported recently and just lean into it a little bit. Relax the shoulders, anything you've been holding on to, just let it slide down the shoulders and let the earth receive it. The earth is plenty large enough to hold our burdens this morning. Relax, restore, renew. Beautiful. Moving to the front of the body, I invite you to take hold of the heart. cultivating an attitude of gratitude. Let's see if we can come up this morning with something for which we're grateful and just name it in one word. Very, very gently place that word next to your heart. And as a community, let's breathe together into the gratitude. Inhale and exhale. Release the hands and just notice what you feel. Finally, we focus on an intention for today. St. Ignatius invites us to ask God for what we most deeply desire, being courageous enough to ask God for something really beautiful this morning. And we'll seal that intention with an inhale, exhale, continue to breathe on your own, drop down, and enjoy a little deep rest. Please continue. Gently bring your attention back to the room. If the eyes were closed, go ahead, open the eyes. Let's circle the wrist a little. Reverse the train the other way. Little morning stretch. Inhale, reach up. Tilt a little to the left and a little to the right. A little back bend, a little forward fold. Release the hands. Shake out anything you've been holding on to. Didn't slide down your shoulders. Let it slide down now. Excuse me. Excellent job, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Today is going to be a great day. Let's get going with our little Jesuit examine. I invite you to throw something in the comment box where God came alive for you. One of the most important things we do in the middle of this pandemic is build community. The opposite of addiction is connection. As my friend Robin in Andersonville used to say, connect, connect, connect. Connect to God, connect to yourself, connect to the world. So for the Ignatian Examine, I'll begin and let's just look over where God showed up in the last 24 hours. So Michelle, thank you for your comment. I love San Francisco, and the Hollywood Hills looked like San Francisco this morning. It was foggy here too in Hollywood, and my morning got off to a great start with when I was walking our little dogs. You could barely see, it was so foggy in front of you. So that was little glimpses back to San Francisco. I used to live at Loyola House at USF, and my room actually overlooked the Golden Gate Bridge, and you could hear the foghorns from the boats in the morning. So yeah, all beautiful memories. Second thing, once again, this community has been remarkable in supporting our homeless outreach here at Blessed Sacrament. I got another really great donation to help with Genevieve's Garden from a benefactor yesterday. So anytime we can keep Genevieve's Garden going, that makes me very, very happy during this pandemic. And then last but not least, I love our inspiration with Pope Francis in the morning. This idea that Jesus never tires of loving us. I mean, and who can't move into that? So, as St. Ignatius would say again and again, at the heart of his own spirituality, God simply cannot be outdone in generosity. I could not be more grateful for all of you tuning in this morning, for building a contemplative and action community right in the middle of a pandemic. God bless you and have a beautiful day.